Hello, 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 everyone. This is James Marland from Course Creation Studio. This is the show where we empower helpers to launch life-changing online courses. I am your host, James Marland, and today we are talking about why people don't want to buy your course. Let's get into it. We're going to review. Last week's episode where who are the people that you want to have in your course? Like, who are the people that you want to have in your business, in your life? And we call that, and I get this from Heart-Centered Marketing from Joey Ragona, the dream client. And the dream client, they have some characteristics of them. There's many of them. They are actively looking to solve a problem. They are irrationally passionate. I love this part, but they are irrationally passionate about solving that problem, and they'll do anything to solve that problem. Because they're looking to solve the problem, they are easily reached. They are seeking a solution, and so they're easily reached. They're already in momentum, which means they are already looking for a solution. You don't have to dig under rocks to find them. They are actively looking for a solution. They are willing and able to invest in your solution. And one of the key one of the key things for being a dream client of you, is that you are passionate about their problem. You have a deep passion to serve them. So that's the dream client review. That was from previous episode. One of the key things is, when you're thinking about what kind of course you're going to teach or what you're going to teach, is the purpose of the course is to guide people from their current problem or their crisis to the oasis, to the final destination that you can help them solve. So you're taking people from their current state, their crisis, to their oasis. It's a transformation. It's a transformation of thoughts and beliefs and actions. And your course, whatever it is, has to take them from their pain to the solution. Now here's the secret, which is where I got the title of the episode. People don't want to take your course. People don't want to take a course. They don't want to take any courses, because if they could get the solution to their problem without doing the work, they would do that. They would pay somebody to do that. However, they have such a problem or a need that they will do anything, even sit for 2 or 3 hours and take a course. They will do anything to get their problem solved. So that is the challenge. People don't want to take a course. So our mission is to figure out what is the job that people want done, and, like, what is their crisis? What is their oasis state? How do we help them get there? We are looking for a problem to solve. We are looking for their oasis. And if we listen, if we really listen, if we dig into, if we have conversations about what people are saying about their problem, if we look at message boards on Google or Facebook, and we listen to the problems and we write down their problems in their words, we can find what pain they're trying to solve, what job that they need done. If we look up books on our subject, and we look at the popular books and look at how those books are structured, and how they the comments and the reviews, and how this helped, and the transformation that happened, we will discover the problems that our ideal client, our dream client, is having. Then we'll be in a much better position to create a course that people will actually want to take, not because they love taking courses, but they want their problem to be solved. So that is our mission: to discover, to listen for the problems that we can help people solve. Here are some questions that can set you up as a mentor or a guide. You've probably heard of the hero's journey. The hero starts in a a place. They have a crisis. They go on a journey. They meet many people, but the one of the people that they meet that empowers them to go on their journey is the guide. And I was, one of the seminal books I read in the last couple of years was Hero on a Mission by Donald Miller. I'll put a link to it in the show notes. It really set up um, that everybody is on a life journey, and you can either see yourself as the victim, somebody that has no agency or action, or as the hero. And in your life story, you are the hero, and he goes through a process of how to go on your hero's journey every day, um, and to see yourself as somebody who has agency and action. However, all heroes have a guide. They have a mentor, somebody that helps them with their problems to empower them to go through whatever journey they're going on. So these are some questions to ask the person, to find the problem that they're going for, to set yourself up as a mentor, to help you with their journey. You have to ask these questions, and these questions came from Strategic Business Academy and the Heart Centered Marketing. Um, question number one: what are the most important things you are struggling with when it comes to this problem? You want to find out, in their words, their problems. What we might think we know what their problems are, but really, what are their current problems? Another question to ask people is, talk me through the last time this problem happened. What were their situations? What were their experiences? Was it at home? Was it at work? Was it at school? What was their location? Who were they with? What were they trying to do? The next question is, how are you dealing with this now? What is their workaround? What have they been doing to um, satisfy the pain, or to numb the pain of their current problem? Are they looking for resources? An ideal client, a dream client, is somebody who's looking for solutions. They just might not have found you yet. So if you were um, helping somebody with anxiety, maybe they've tried meditation, or maybe they've tried an app, or maybe they have tried going on walks, or maybe they've tried nothing. They just like, well, normally I just, open a open a can of ice cream. No, they don't come in cans. Open a tub of ice cream, a box of ice cream. I don't know. A carton. Open a carton of ice cream. They open a carton of ice cream and feed themselves to satisfy what they're going on, but that doesn't help them with their depression or their anxiety. So you want to kind of figure out what they're doing now. Why is this problem such a pain point? This is a great way to figure out their dream or their oasis, their ideal state. I was talking with somebody recently, or in a course, I was listening to somebody talk about one of their breakthroughs that they had, and they help people with pain and pain management. And they were talking about um, a client that they discovered. Their dream was to go on walks again and go on like hikes again with their family or their kids, and that was their oasis state. And this person who was making content for that person was so happy, because she's like, oh, I finally have the language to describe a dream destination for my clients. It's not just, oh, take my course and feel better. It's take my course, follow my instructions, and then you can go on walks with your grandkids again. And I was just like, wow, that is a big, just a huge opening, a way to cast a vision for what you're trying to do. So you're going to want to try to figure out, what is their dream destination? What is their oasis? Why is it important for you to fix it? What is going on for them? It's another way to get at their dream destination, their dream state. I talk to a lot of therapists who are struggling with burnout. They can't generate the income that they want by keep doing what they're doing. They're going to burn out, and there is a limitation of time. Once you have 40, 50, 50 hours of client facing time together, like how alive are you for your other life, or are you emotionally spent and drained? A lot of therapists are running into that. So one of the problems that I am trying to solve is, how do I help people earn money while not doing all these client facing activities? You have a master's degree or even a doctorate. You are good at your craft. You can help people. How can you help more people without necessarily being tied to the chair day after day, week after week, month after month, and doing all this client facing work? There's a limit to necessarily how much you can charge for most people, either due to insurance or just some standard rates. And even if you're on the high end, there is a limit to that, unless you're, I'm sure there are some people who pay $1,000 or $2,000 an hour for certain consultations, but I think that's probably more rare. Maybe it tops out at 2 to 500 an hour. But how many people can you see? And I am talking from stories, not from real life experience. Once again, I am not a therapist. I don't work in a private practice, but I do see, I'm in the circles where people talk about what they charge. And I think when I worked at the virtual assistant company, that like 250 was around the top end that I saw. So it might have changed in the last 2 to 3 years, but there is a limit. And then there's a limit of time, there's a limit of energy, there's a limit of focus, there's a limit of how much you can invest without draining yourself. So why is it important for you to fix? That's one of the reasons I hear it's important to fix, because there's just a limit of how much emotional energy people can spend, and the burnout rate is high. Yet you have all this education, so how can you continue to earn more money doing still helping people, still staying in true to yourself and your helping self, but also having fewer client facing hours? The next question is there, so if you're having this conversation with people, what aren't they saying? Is there anything I should have asked that you wanted to tell me? What is something that I need to know about this problem? And people who are desperately trying to solve this issue or problem will let you know. They'll let you know what what is on their mind, what is they're trying to solve, just what their dream outcome is. And finally, if you're talking with people who have this problem, they might know other people that you can talk to figure out what the problem is. To get more, the more conversations you have, the better you're going to pinpoint the problem that people want to have solved. So, why don't people want to take their course? Because they want their oasis. They want their crisis solved. It's not you. It's not just you and your course. It's everybody in every course. Nobody really wants to sit through another lecture or another course. They want their problem solved. So if you can solve their problem, you can find out their exact language and demonstrate that you are knowledgeable and you can get their problem solved, you are going to have a lot of people love you and love your course. Just focus on their needs and solving their problem. Who are your ideal clients, and what is their biggest pain point or problem? To wrap up the episode, I wanted to let you know that I am developing a one sheet course navigator. I'll put a link in the show notes on how to get that. It's going to go over some of these questions, like where do you want to take people? Why is it important? What are the steps you need to take them through? It's just a way to get some of your ideas on paper and to see, if you actually have a course that could solve a problem. And I know, you know, I just know there are many therapists out there and people, professionals in their area, that they say the same thing over and over again to multiple people, and they are polished in what they have to say and the steps that they need to take. It's just getting it down on paper to see, oh, this is possible to do. I do have a nugget of a course that can solve a problem that people will want. I am an expert in my field. Just get it down on paper and see what comes from that. All right, well, this is James Marland. Please like and share the show. I really appreciate all the reviews that we get. Also, if you have questions about creating courses, please send them to me. One of my deepest desires is to help people go from their crisis, like, how do I make this course? And I have no idea what I'm doing with technology, and take them to a more calm, relaxed oasis where they are helping people without being pushy or salesy or, manipulative, and they're helping the exact right people with their content. So that sounds like you. Give me a call. Email me, james@coursecreationstudio.com. Email me your questions, and I'll be sure to get back to you. This episode is for educational purposes only. If you require assistance from a lawyer, accountant, or therapist, it is recommended to seek the expertise of a qualified professional in that specific area. The content of this episode is not intended to create a client-professional relationship and should not be relied upon as a substitute for professional advice.